Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. So Clemson's offense will start this game off with the football. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting his defense on a low road.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Bennett. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ends today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Davidson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's more. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Tigers! First points of the day are on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off. 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So North Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 40.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
There he goes! And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The Tar Heels have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
That's caught. It's Culliver. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Lopez wants to fire. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll throw on third and short. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Gives it on the option. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Rides the back and leaves it. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that.
Be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Lopez to pass. Boom, makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ship. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And so the quarterback takes one for the team on the roughing the passer penalty, and it'll be first down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 9. He's loose. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
Quarterback making adjustments. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Hardy. Lots of running room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Fakes to grab. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Quickly to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the first down. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They just keep firing. The quick out.
The pass on first down, caught by the receiver. No gain on the play. Second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they dug themselves in even bigger.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Rams in with the stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The offense with a big opportunity in the red zone.
Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Motion from the back. On the option. Quick toss. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before. Defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense. A big play.
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab deep. And and they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Culliver. Hard-hitting tackle.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Tar Heels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Never a doubt. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Finds his man. It's Brown. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
Lopez to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. On the move and looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Wait, they certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a perfect opportunity for offensive coordinators to take shots, right? 2nd and short, you know you got another down after that, and it's going to be an advantageous situation. Try to take a shot. It didn't work, but I think the thought process was good.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you can tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right?
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And the punishment has been extended.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
North Carolina, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Find some fresh air. Powers through the defender. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Working that left side now. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
QB draw. Fighting off the defender. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
Gets it out fast. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped a terrific run after the catch. The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to touch.
Third and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna swing it on second down. On target to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep. And he picks it off in their end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen a play before where a defender gets a pick six and he doesn't actually even have to advance the football. They were so backed up. The quarterback was so far deep in his own end zone when he threw it. He never saw the defender. He picked it off, and touchdown defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez to pass. They've got the screen set up. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, a lot of space. Wide open spaces. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Rides the back on the option to give. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Lopez wants to fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The Tar Heels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at at the 31. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Lopez to pass. Quickly complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
Brings up second down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Ship. There he goes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about